Don't give a toss of what the size is. It's going to look good on you. It just will. Hi guys, and welcome back. So I thought I would do a video about the styles that have worked for me for 2017, and it's just thinking about what did I do this past year, what are the things that I really liked wearing and learned about wearing them. So the first one, I started off with just wearing one colour or partially one colour, and I wore all red. Now I did it before it became like a statement, like wearing all red, but I did it because I have such a love for this Ralph Lauren coat that I've got, that I wanted to find a way to, I don't know, just up the ante on the coat. And I thought, what if I went with more red? And I remember I went into my wardrobe and I noticed I had the vintage wool skirt, pleated skirt, and it sort of was the same colour. And then I also noticed that I had a cashmere jumper in that same sort of pillar box red. And I thought, sod it. I put the whole lot together and I loved how it looked, and that's why I wore it. And just the fact that I'm just going with all monochrome. So that is one of the things that in the very, very start of the year that I learned, which was, why not go with monochrome? And I know there's a lot of things that I'm going to mention in this video that you've heard from previous videos, but I guess this is sort of like an amalgamation of those, plus what I personally learned. And I've actually done it before, like years and years ago, with cobalt blue. If I can find the picture, I'll stick it in right here. It was got to be about at least 6 years old, that photo. But again, it was a matter of me finding clothes that all sort of went together, so color-wise, and I thought, why not? And I did put it together. I still have that Madewell cobalt coat. This leaves no introduction, but I'm going to say it anyway, oversized. Yes, I know in the coat purge video I got rid of a ton of oversized clothes, but you have no idea how many that I still remain in my closet. So it was a matter of getting rid of the quantity of them, not getting rid of them. I'm always going to say it. I think it's something that's going to just stay with me for the rest of my life. I'm going to be very dramatic. There is nothing wrong with wearing oversized clothes. It's okay if it's a couple of sizes up from you, and I know that this was the year that I sort of really did it a lot more, and I told it and I shared that with you, and I still believe in it. I don't see anything wrong with it, but that was one thing that I definitely started getting into, and the same with my blazers as well. Obviously, I started wearing a lot more oversized blazers, not necessarily fitted to my particular size, and it's just something that is just me. It was something I really was doing a lot in 2017. Next one is sticking to your aesthetic. That is something that I've really learned a lot during 2017. Trends are there for a reason, aren't they? They're there to sort of excite you temporarily, being the key word, and then move on to something else. I think to me, it's just something that the fashion industry came up with to just make us just spend more and more and just get us sort of reignited on a constant basis. That's me striking a match of what is new and out there. But I have found that sticking to your aesthetic has been my sort of guiding light, if that makes any sense. I mean, I'm always evolving. I think, you know, if this time next year, God willing, I'm still here, I'm still the same way I am, I'm not going to be unhappy with that, but I'm sure in some way I'm going to tweak it, but it will still be me. It will still be my aesthetic. It will still be my vibe, if that makes sense. So I know for me, I never like to go completely head to toe girly. I've got to, in some way, got to be a little bit more undone. Whether it's wearing a dress with combat boots or wearing, I don't know, a fancy blouse with jeans, or I've got to do the yin and yang. I've got to clash it together. I can't just be that way only. Do you know what I mean? But I know that my aesthetic is definitely, you know, it's one of being slightly tomboy. It's one of being a little bit more sort of on the mannish side of things, but walking that line of feminine but mannish at the same time. That slight androgyny, I like to call it. So I think it's just about, just find your aesthetic. And that to me was what I was doing for 2017. And to let me know what yours was. Else, being comfortable. Yeah, absolutely. Just being comfortable with yourself. Absolutely. I remember years when I used to go to, like, wherever I was going, I'd fling on a pair of, like, you know, heels, and I would be uncomfortable, or, you know, you just don't feel good in what you're wearing. But this year has definitely been the year of the flats for me. Whether it was wearing my Stella McCartneys, which are flat form, wearing a smaller heel. Sock boots, for example. I know that's been the trend. That's probably one of the most recognizable, at least for me, memorable trends. And, you know, I have been doing the sock boot trend because I do actually like that look. But I have gone with lower versions, like this pair from Zara, which are kitten heels. And I love how comfortable these ones are. I know I have those other pair from Ego, but just from a practicality standpoint, I'm certainly wearing these kitten heel versions way more. Because I wanted the black pair, I found these ones, and so it's just like, it's literally the same things but in black. These have been fantastic to me. They are by Steve Madden. I just walked in there because I was purposely looking, after wearing those red ones a few times, for a black one. And they just tick off all the boxes. They just have a really sort of elegant shape to them, and they're tight here, just like the red ones are. So these were just like a good buy for me. So, you know, it's just about the whole thing of just wearing what you are comfortable with, and when you're comfortable, it shows. And there's nothing worse, I've said it before and I'll say it again, when you see someone who is wearing clothes and she looks uncomfortable, whether she's sort of doing this, or, you know, or just, I can't stand in the hip, you know, the fidgeting. Never let that happen to you. And I think that was one of the biggest lessons I learned for 2017, was just comfort factor while still being stylish is what I'm wearing. Ignore clothes sizes. This is a massive one. Just ignore them. That's all I can say to you. I only look at sizes to look for probably a size that's bigger. Obviously you've got to look because you want to get the right thing that's going to be for you. But when I say ignore clothes sizes, I mean in the sense of, don't be a slave to a number and think that you've got to be a size 6 US or a size 4 US or a size 8 UK. Or if your jean size, I mean, these jeans, I think these jeans are like they're a 30 or a 31. Now some people will probably think, oh, I thought you were smaller than that. I'm not, but I don't give a toss. Do you know what I mean? It's all about how it looks on you. Are you comfortable in it? And that is all that matters. So ignore sizes, clothes sizes, in the sense of, don't feel tunnel visioned that, oh, this is the size that I've been wearing for the past couple of years, so I have to keep getting into it. And then you put it on and you feel like a stuffed sausage in it. You know, don't do that. Just free yourself, free your mind, you know, just free yourself up from these constraints, because when you are wearing what you should be proportionate to your body and to your frame, don't give a toss of what the size is. It's going to look good on you. It just will. If it looks good on you right now, today, as you're looking at this video, that is what matters, nothing else. Figuring out what works for you based on the size that you are right now, and just don't be a slave to the clothes size in the stores, women, because I'm telling you, it's just going to eat you alive if you're thinking about that. I had to put this in because I'm talking about my style tips that I've learned for this year. I had to put men's clothes in. This has been probably my overarching style tip that I've got from this year, is wearing men's clothes. I've been doing it for the past 3 or 4 or 5 years now. This is not new for me. I have a lot of things, even from that coat purge video. I think one of the things that got me into it was my feet, believe it or not. I have big feet, and because of that, I have found myself often looking at men's shoes, because the smallest size in men's, generally speaking, is my size. Because of that, it got me sort of looking at the rest of the stuff that's in that section, in the men's section. And that's where my love of it just came out, and I still love it. I think my dream one day would be to have like a clothing collection, and it would be men's inspired, but for women. I sort of genderlessly shop. I've bought knitwear from the men's section because I just think that, generally speaking, the men's knitwear section tends to be more trendless. They tend to be timeless pieces because they're reflecting the pattern of how men shop. This functional standpoint, oh, I need some shirts, or I need some shorts, or I need some knitwear, and they'll just go there and they'll buy them, right? And then next season they'll buy more stuff. Women, we're different. We shop all the time because it's a pleasure thing for us. I'm just speaking in general. So when you go into the men's, you'll find much more classic pieces. And that's how it's just going to be year round. So that is why I go there and I gravitate to there, because of that, because they have those pieces. But I will still juxtapose those with like a really like cool frilly dress, or, you know, something that's got a bit of ruffles underneath it. And I just love that marriage of like the structure of the men's with that femininity of the women's. You know what I'm saying? It's just that play is great. And I don't know why, there's just like an off fit that menswear clothes has on a woman's frame, generally speaking, that I love. Because it's not meant for women, it has an off fit. I don't know how to explain. Hold on, I'm going to show you. Okay, so I found this men's corduroy blazer, which I've told you about before. This is a good example of it. This is men's. Now, okay, yes, you will find women's blazers now which are starting to adopt that theory, so it will have the similar look. But why even bother? Just go straight to the original, go to the mothership, which is what I do. It's slightly off. The sleeves are slightly sort of, I don't know, like slightly oversized, slightly sort of baggy. Maybe this is not sort of right. It looks like I borrowed this from a men's section, or I borrowed it from my husband and I decided to put it on, right? But I'm teaming it with a very like tight fitting polo neck, which to me is a feminine vibe, which I still love. You know, it's just little details like this. This is quite big. That's because it's a man's cut, but I like that cut. That is who I am. So menswear has been a big influence for me, and of course they've got the functionality. They put pockets on the inside, which I wish they'd do for women's. But anyway, you understand the point. Hair has played a really important role for me in my style of 2017 by far. I've been adopting like the big hair, which is a wig. A lot of you ask me, is it a wig? Yes, it is a wig. I'll put the details of it below if you want to get one. It's as cheap as chips, but I love it. Anyway, a lot of people think it's my natural hair. So hair has been a massive part of my style for years. It just always has. I've always had long hair as a child. I've always had hair down to here. It's been short like this twice and it's grown back long again. So this is like my second time. But, you know, when I was wearing the wig, the big hair, it's because I liked that look with what I was wearing. So that's what I was doing. I was feeling that look. Right now, as my hair underneath, because my hair's natural, because it's growing out a lot more now, I'm sort of liking how it's looking. So it's a very strong look, right? And I find I like it, especially during the winter months, like to wear something like this and to wear structured jackets and coats. I like that look of wearing that with short hair. So style and hair has been like interchanged and like woven in for me for 2017, for sure. I think that is it. Is that all of it? Yeah, it is. That is basically our lessons that I've learned for 2017. Let me know what yours are. I would be so curious to know. What have you learned style-wise? Is it wearing menswear? What is it? I've just touched on what applies to me, but I'm sure there's loads of them that apply just to you. So that is it. That is my lot. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So let me know. Ignore color. What did I say? Ignore color sizes. Color? No. Ignore what? I was not going to put that in the video, but I was doing it, so there you go.